Okay, technical difficulties are over. Sorry about that. Went to go get myself a glass of water. Got myself a glass of water. Came and sat down. Went to start the stream. Realized that I left the glass of water in the kitchen. Got back up to go get the glass of water. Came back. Went to turn my camera on and accidentally ended the stream instead. It's Monday. What can I say? So, welcome though to tonight's stream. We're gonna bomb some more Germans because that's what we do. Also, we can talk about EA a little bit. Battlefront 2. We got some news today. I'm gonna wait till a few more people get in the chat though before we start talking about that. But yeah, it's pretty big stuff. I don't think it bodes well for the overall arc of things. Not too excited about it. So. This game, on the other hand, I am excited about. Hopefully I don't mess it up. Alright, so we ended last time with by killing one of the ace pilots. Yep, so we got Felix Feeder. Next, I assume we're going to get Gunner Gunther. Completed the third section of the campaign. We no longer have any perks, but I did upgrade the aircraft quite nicely. It's pretty decked out now with armor, some better engines, stuff like that. So, doing pretty good. Yeah, so everything's Mark III, Armored Fuselage Mark III, which is awesome. Engines, everything's at least a standard engine Mark II. So my two outboard engines are Mark IIs. One inner engine is a standard Mark III, and the starboard inner is an armored engine Mark III. So we got that. Gun turrets, currently using a Mark II, 303 by 2 Mark II plus ammo feed in the rear turret. The mid turret is using just a regular 303 by 2 Mark III. That's just because, though, it's much easier and much faster for him to reload, since, like, right there, you can see that's the ammo rack. So all he does is, like, I hit R, and he goes boop, boop, and then he's reloaded. So, not that bad. It's actually, I think it's actually faster for him to reload that way than it is for him to reload a new magazine. It's kind of weird. So, and the nose turret's still just using a regular 303 by 2 Mark I. Mostly because this guy's is usually in the bombers section anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Systems, everything's at least Mark II except for radar. Radar doesn't, I don't really feel like it does a whole lot, so I didn't feel like wasting my money on it. Equipment, I've got 3 med kits and 1 fire extinguisher, I believe. Yeah, 3 med kits, 1 fire extinguisher. Already looked at the fuselage, and I have a pigeon. I have a home pigeon. Don't know why I bought it. Probably could have saved my money for something much better than that. If I realized how little I was actually going to use the pigeon. Meaning, not at all, because I don't plan on ever crashing. Yo, Sushi, what's going on? How's it going? So yeah, we got all that going on. Let's see here. Head back to the briefing. So we decided on which mission we're gonna do. I'm pretty sure it's this critical one here. Yeah, this one. Just because of the monetary gains that we get from it. It's ridiculous. What's this total? 6,000? I think that's 6,000 pounds total just for mission bonus, or just for mission completion and actually returning to base. Anything outside of that is going to be phenomenal. Pretty excited about that. Along with this, these intelligence points here, so that'll kick me over 10,000, which will be nice. Cough, Kyle, cough. Yeah, Kyle didn't respond to the text either, so, you know, there's not much I can do about that. We'll see if he shows up. You could check to see if he's on Steam. See if he's logged into Steam, see what he's doing. But yeah, so this mission is definitely the most profitable. It's high risk, but it's if I can pull it off, which I will, because I will continuously quit to the main menu before I fail that mission in order to ensure that I beat it. But it's like you get at least 50% more rewards, monetary rewards. You get like triple or quadruple the amount of intelligence rewards than these other two. And these other two are just garbage. But they're low risk, man. They're low risk. But he's away at the moment on Steam. Okay. He must be out doing something then. Maybe he and Sarah are like doing future parent stuff. By the way, anybody watching the stream, Kyle and his wife, well, Kyle's wife is pregnant. Kyle's not. But he still has to do future daddy things. So, let's see here. Yeah, I think so. That's where we left off. There's nothing else I have to do. I already bought everything that I'm going to buy for this. So we can just jump right in and see how bad I suck at this. Lol, he made her that way, I hope. We fitted the bomber with the bouncing bomb to destroy the dam. Don't let it get damaged. Wow, okay, so basically I can't do anything. I need to ensure that we don't get destroyed. Raise gear. What's the cloud cover look like? Oh, really good. Alright, we're gonna go to medium. Medium altitude. Let's do this. You're gonna reload. You're gonna reload, and you're gonna reload. I don't know why I sent the guy with the automatic belt feeder to go reload, but whatever. Heading confirmed. Marked a new heading. We got our lean going on our fuel so we can conserve it. Looks like we got a couple clouds, but nothing that bad. Should be good. We're gonna take a look at the map here. Alright, so it looks like we might angle south a little bit more. Wow, that's a lot of clouds that suddenly appeared. Alright, how about you do an emergency dive so we don't... Dang it. I was trying not to lose sight of that. That was a sudden influx of clouds. That was ridiculous. Well, I wanted to stay above the clouds, but I guess that's not an option anymore. Since my navigator still sucks. He needs to be level 7, and then he can navigate above clouds. So we need to get him to level 7. We're gonna have to angle south a little bit more, I think. Pretty sure we're heading too far, too close to an eastern heading. Enemy fighter spotted on radar. Radio for recon. Now, if we can get actually past them without them spotting us, that would be awesome. Oh. Yeah, it looks like we might actually be getting past those guys without them spotting us. Approaching low altitude flak. Okay, yeah, we're gonna brush the edge of this flak area. So we're gonna go ahead and move up a little bit. We'll get our new heading here. Wow, why are you flying us straight through more flak? Ding dong. Alright, so we're gonna wait until we're through this a little bit more. No, clouds are clearing up. We're gonna stay at medium altitude. We're just gonna continue to save our fuel, go slow. Radio for recon here. Why are there only two of them? Dang it, we're heading straight into a flak field. Come on, where's that third one? Okay, there are only two. Half our fuel remaining. How can you still not see the ground? Come on. Oh, you don't have any ammo. Alright, Mr. Pilot, do a corkscrew. Ready to use. Alright, go ahead and use it. Alright, Mr. Pilot, go up. Alright, exiting the flak field a little bit here. You go ahead and reload. Alright, approaching the dam. Drop the lights when the targeting. Drop the bomb when the targeting lights converge, or it won't bounce. Alright. Are you gonna turn at any point, or come on? You can go reload. You can get some ammo. Nope. You're gonna go reload that while he's over there. Alright, then you can come back up here. Ow! Approaching low altitude flak. Sweet. That engine fire out. Alright, let's get out of here. Which direction we headed? Straight that way? Awesome. Let's get up. Straight up. Get out of here. Please stop shooting the bottom of my plane. This guy is driving me nuts. No, Woodbridge. Alright, put that fire out. You grab a med kit. Headed. Okay. Gosh dang it. There we got 2 engines. There you guys are. Gosh dang it, Upchurch went down again. Oh no. Alright, so here's the question. Can we make it to base in 1 minute and 30 seconds? Who's my secondary engineer? Upchurch. No. I don't have a secondary. Well, Graham, the navigator. Can't do that. Clean's gonna die. Wow, that was a lot of dudes. Alright, I got a minute to get to the airport. McLean, you get to the seat. I don't have a bomb. Can't drop a bomb on him, I don't have one. Wow, look at my plane. Alright, 40 seconds. I'm not gonna make it in 20 seconds. I'm gonna have to redo this one. Bummer, man. It just sucks that my engineer went down twice and I couldn't get that stupid guy off my tail. Or I couldn't get that guy to not sit directly underneath me. Man, he just did so much damage. I tried everything I could, too. Alright, so well, should we talk about EA now? And how scummy they are? Excuse me. Alright, let's go do this. Also, I didn't see any additional intel spots that time. Operation Chastise. Lane says, sure, we can talk about EA.
Hello.
Hey, what's up, man?
Oh, you know, not much. Just chilling.
Just chilling.
Yep. Actually, I'm doing some bookkeeping work for the bank account.
Oh, nice.
Nice in like adult sense, but like not nice in like I don't want to that kind of sense. But money, you gotta have it.
The monies.
All the monies.
All the monies.
So what did EA do?
Have you not looked at the news at all today?
Nope.
All right, so here's
been unplugged.
Here's the rundown. Here is the rundown on what EA did. So, I think on Friday, maybe Saturday, there was a Redditor who had early access to the game. He had a pre-order, I believe.
Oh wait, which game? Battlefield?
Battlefront 2.
Battlefront 2, okay.
Battlefront 2.
Okay.
And he did some calculations. He timed matches. He like recorded how much in-game currency he earned per match. Did a bunch of stuff. And what it came out to is he was trying to figure out, because he saw that pretty much all the heroes, or all the good heroes, were locked behind in-game currency walls.
Oh.
Which isn't normally a problem. Like, that's normal for a game. You know, like, hey, you have to earn so much in-game currency, and then you can unlock this character. He's like, okay, yeah, nothing weird there, except for the fact of how much it cost and the amount that he seemed to be earning per match.
Okay.
So
it's just like I guess like what from I've heard of D1, like just grinding.
Except worse.
Or do they expect you to put real money
grindy. It's not grindy. It's like D1. Like D1 is completely different style of game.
Okay.
Hold on a second.
Yep.
he wants a completely different style of game. No, it has to do with the fact that so after all these calculations, you can come to find out that it costs about, or it would take about 40 hours of gameplay, of just strict gameplay. That doesn't include, you know, going through your menus, waiting in queues, load screens, going through your inventory, you know, all the other stuff that's associated with, you know, playing a game.
Yeah, just be productive in the game.
And it would take 40 hours of actual just in-game gameplay in order to have enough money to unlock one character. And so, yeah.
Like,
So,
in 40 hours, most people are like, okay, I'm
yeah, like the
close to
average
being,
amount
like,
of time that people spend playing a game is around 40 to 50 hours.
Yeah.
And so, like, that's might not even be enough time for some people to unlock a single hero character. Wow. So, basically, he wrote this whole Reddit post, blah, 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 and that got everybody, you know, riled up. So, come yesterday, or maybe this morning, somebody, another Redditor posted online. He's just like, hey, you know, I paid $80 for this game. Why am I being treated this way? And all this stuff. And he's like, like, this isn't what I bought the game for. Why am I spending $80? Because I assume you got a pre-order special thing for $80.
Yeah.
And you know, whatever, blah blah blah.
Yeah, disappointment.
So, someone on the EA community team, like the community forum team, responded and basically gave like just a BS PR answer, like, oh, we're listening to our, you know, customers and our player base, you know, where this will all work out in the end, and we're making daily adjustments, blah blah blah. Basically, yeah, we don't care, we're gonna do it anyways, but we're just saying this in the hopes that, you know, you might think that, you know, we're actually paying attention and listening.
Yeah.
So
it's too late to pull back. It's already.
Anyways, so this Reddit post from the guy suddenly becomes the most, holy cow, will you shoot that guy down? Thank you. Good lord. My engine's on fire.
I see that. You're about to go down. Those planes are getting more aggressive. He's like just on your tail. Just hang on there.
Okay, you can go get some ammo quick there, buddy. You can go get some ammo quick there, buddy. Alright, so anyways, so that Reddit post where the guy was like, you know, I just spent $80, blah blah blah, this isn't what I wanted. It's just EA is just screwing me over for more money, which they are.
Sure.
Oops. Oh, you go there. You go there. And so all of this started coming out and going on, and a bunch of people on Reddit found this response from the EA contributor or like team member, and it started getting downvoted, and downvoted a lot. In fact, it got downvoted so much that it is now the #1 downvoted Reddit post in history. And not
so
by like
downvoted, like meaning like people don't like it.
Yes, and not just, you know, like a little bit,
but like,
you know, like history. Not just like a little bit downvoted as the #1 in history by a small margin, like as in it beat out the #1 previously by about almost 500,000 downvotes.
Man, people are, I mean, that's awful. Well, just the way they're handling it. Did I lose you?
Nope, I'm here.
Yay. I thought I was having more headset problems.
Nope.
I guess I should read the news every once in a while.
Yeah, so anyways, it has not been going very well in the PR world for EA as of late.
So I wonder how this will affect sales. I'm guessing if it's this many people responding to it, I'm guessing it's going to be pretty drastic.
Yeah, so anyways, EA released a statement a few hours ago.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, stop shooting me there.
How would you love to be that PR person that's just like, oh, I'm just going to write this comment back. Oh, wait. Oh, that didn't work out well.
5 minutes of fuel left. Alright, can we make it? That's the question. Here's my coastline, I believe. Oh, going straight through a flak field. Wonderful. No. Not the pilot, you dum-dum. Yeah, I knew that was gonna happen. Alright, I'll get on to this. I'll finish the story in a second here.
Yep.
I'm sure
you got something going on.
Yeah. Ross, get in there. Mr. Navigator guy, get in the navigator's chair. You get over there. You do an emergency dive. There's a fire in the bomber. Where? I don't see a fire. Actually, might need to do a... Where are we at? Medium? Go medium. Dang it, Woodbridge is down.
Falling apart.
Alright, you grab the last thing. Ross, why don't you... Oh my gosh, they're not tagged.
Bake them and tag them.
Woodbridge is down again?
Just have
Oh,
to
he never actually started healing him. And McLean's gonna go down. Why is the plane going down? Are we out of fuel? No. Oh, all the engines are busted, that's why, okay.
Your fuselage is gone?
No, all the engines are busted.
Well, I'm saying the fuselage thing is not helping you.
No, that has nothing to do with flying, though. The engines have everything
Really?
to do with flying.
It wouldn't create any drag and like pull you down?
Not that much.
How do you know?
It's not gonna suck you down to the ground. Because I understand how flying works.
It would put more wear and tear on your engines, which would cause them to stop.
No, that's not how it would work.
Yep.
No. But
Yep.
anyway, so EA finally released a statement, and they're like, it was another PR statement. It's in the Destiny 2 Discord. Like, there's a whole conversation on that. You know, if you had notifications on and read that.
I do. I think, or maybe you turn that channel off for me, but I just ignore.
Oh well, I mean, you should have it set to just for when they like do at anyone or whatever.
Oh, Kyle just texted me.
Yep, I saw that. I got it too. But anyways, EA, where is it at? So the price of the heroes will be reduced by 75%, allowing players to run around as their favorite characters much sooner. So
They're
basically,
gonna
after this
change.
massive PR debacle
Yep.
of having the most downvoted Reddit post in history, and not by a small margin, um, it's it's by um, almost 20 times.
Okay.
They beat the record by almost 20 times. Oh, fun fact, or a
Yeah.
little humor in there as well. Uh, the one that they beat out, the previous number one most downvoted Reddit post in history, was posted
Yeah.
approximately 2 months ago, and the only reason why it was downvoted so much is because the guy asked it to. Asked everybody to. He,
So
he
there's nothing
literally
wrong
made a
with it.
post, and he's like, hey, everybody should try to downvote this as much as possible. And so they did. They got like 24,500 votes, downvotes, or something like that. And
Just because he wanted it.
just because he wanted it. And EA got,
Doesn't want this.
they might even be up to 500,000 now.
Hmm.
Like,
That,
the last check was from, I believe it was Elium at around 4 o'clock or so.
okay.
Today at 3:19 p.m. it was Central Time. It was at 441,000 downvotes.
That's funny though that the guy before this is just like, hey, downvote me.
Yeah, pretty much.
And then he is like, stop.
So I put the link in the Destiny 2 Discord chat, but
Okay.
it's seriously, I paid $80 to have Vader locked. He says, this is a joke. I'll be contacting EA support for a refund. I can't even play Darth Vader. Disgusting. This age of microtransactions has gone way too far. Leave it to EA though to stretch the boundaries. It's currently past 500,000. It's at
Oh wow.
554,717 downvotes. Well on their way to 600,000 downvotes.
They're going for a new world record. Wait, there I have it.
There, I just added my own downvote to that. So,
Now you're just adding it just for fun.
but it's true though. Like,
Yeah, no,
EA
that
is just
sucks.
messing it up. Oh, in other Reddit news, Italy has failed to qualify for the FIFA World Cup for the first time since 1958.
Ouch. That's not. I mean, that's disappointing. I'm guessing to people in Italy, but I don't care.
So, um, but yeah. So anyway, so here's my thoughts on it. And Schizo in the D2 channel, he kind of voiced the same thing that I was already thinking. But this originally comes from Yang Ya on YouTube. He has a YouTube channel, really good commentary on gaming news, and but mostly along the lines of like what goes on behind the scenes of publishers and developers and the monetization of certain things and how that all works. So really good stuff there. Suggest you look him up. But he had a video probably about a month ago when the beta came out
Okay.
for Battlefront 2, and he was talking about how what he saw EA doing. He's like, this is my guess as to what EA is doing. Is what they're gonna do is they're gonna jump 3 steps forward and just like create this massive debacle, and then they're gonna take one step back once the backlash becomes so severe, and it's gonna appear to be that they're listening to their consumers, listening to the players, listening to the community, and they're gonna use that basically to show that they do pay attention and they are interested in keeping things fair and listening to the community.
Sure.
And what I saw today was exactly that. EA just went way too far with the microtransactions and basically putting these locked characters behind a full 40-hour work week is what essentially that is. It's a full 40-hour work week. Um, unless you have the money to gamble on loot boxes. So instead, you can just buy loot boxes to get all of the in-game currency and upgrades that you need to unlock the characters that way.
So, are you saying that you think they did it on purpose?
Yeah, I am.
I don't know how I would think about it.
I mean, we all know EA's greedy.
E-
Like they've
Well,
had
yeah.
this reputation for years. Like this is nothing new. Them
And then
doing
problems
something, you know, them doing a money grab is not a surprise in any sense. It's just there were flags that came out back when the beta was released. You know, a month and a half ago, whatever that
Yeah.
was. And people like Yang Ya on YouTube called him out on it. He was like, "Hey, this is what I think they're gonna do. They're gonna just make it so egregious that there's this massive uproar, and then they're gonna take one step back and make it look like they're actually paying attention or they
Yeah.
actually care." And he's like,
And
and that's
so-
exactly what's gonna happen. And then that's
Slight
what
PR
happened
stunt?
today. That's what happened today. And like, it's just, oh man. And I was so excited to play Battlefront 2 as well, you know? Like I
Yeah.
really wanted to play it, but I'm not going to do it anymore. And I was talking to some of the other guys in the D2 chat on Discord, and you know, they're still not gonna buy the game.
Well, I knew a couple guys at work that were going to buy it too.
Do you know
I
if
don't
they're
know
still
how
gonna
they-
buy the game?
No, because I hadn't heard any of this news until right now, and I didn't go to work today. So,
Okay.
you know.
Yeah, so yeah, it's just nuts. And so what I see in the future happening is basically EA has set themselves up to still get a money grab out of this because they've it depends on how many people don't call their bluff. Is
Yeah,
what the first
you don't have a lot
step
of
is.
fans so buying it.
Yeah.
Just because of what it is.
Exactly, and I fear EA is going to make enough money. Like they're not going to feel the repercussions severely enough.
Oh no, no.
That's my biggest fear. Like I would hope, you know, like sales are just like minimal. Like my wish
think
is that sales were minimal, and their microtransaction things that they, have locked behind that paywall, are just not utilized by the player base. That is what I would hope in a perfect world. And
Yeah.
you know, they would learn a lesson. I'm not going to say they would learn their
big
lesson, because that would assume that they wouldn't do it again. I would say that it would make them learn a lesson.
Mhm.
But
Yeah, I think they're gonna still have enough dedicated people that are gonna buy it. And, I had another point I just thought of, but now I can't think of it anymore. I don't know where I was gonna go with that. Maybe it'll come to me.
okay. Yeah, so it's just I
Yeah, it
don't know.
seems like a PR stunt almost, but like, just do the right thing to begin with. Like, why make it so difficult? People want to play your game. Like, if you're not making them spend any money, like, why are you doing this to us? I mean, a challenge is good, but like stupid, like a whole week of 40 hours grinding, not so good.
Yeah, well, what was the question you asked? Why? You asked the question at the beginning of that.
Did I?
Yes. Like it was a rhetorical question.
I don't know. I was just
Oh.
spewing stuff.
Okay. All right. I was gonna
Well,
answer. I was gonna answer the question.
Oh,
sort
well,
of.
then you should have been listening to it.
Sort of. Well, I was paying
Jerk.
attention to the rest of what you said, and then I couldn't remember what the question was.
Me neither, because I got started as thinking of what I wanted to say next, trying to say what I was feeling.
Um, something about a PR stunt.
Oh yeah, like is this a PR stunt or something like that? That's what my rhetorical question was.
I don't know. It had something to do with why are you trying to take our money or something. And I was gonna say because
Oh,
they're freaking EA. That's why.
yeah. I was gonna say like I said making like us take the time to like we're already spending the money on your game, and if we're not spending any in-game money, like you've already got our money, just like make the game a little bit more attainable, like the things within the game. Like why make it so difficult?
Well, that's exactly the point that Yang Ye brought up. He's like, they're just gonna make it so it seems impossible, and then when they get this massive outcry, then they're gonna reduce the difficulty or reduce
Yep.
any paywalls or that kind of stuff. And that's what it is. It's just one whole PR stunt, and it's not meant to be like an immediate gain for the company. It's like a long-term plan, like a long-term solution in order to get more money out of its player base
Yeah.
in the long run. Meaning that the next time they do something like this, it's not going to be as big of a deal, and they're just going to continue to do stuff like this.
Do you mean like Apple?
Except worse. Like, this is worse.
Let's just like rip people off and like they'll get used to it after a while. Oh, take away the headphone jack? Sure. Oh, hey, no big deal. Next year? Oh, it's all good.
Yeah, except this is worse. And Apple is actually losing customers, so like
It's actually hurting them. Repercussions.
it's not going well for them. They dominated for 10 years as an independent phone company
Yeah.
or a phone manufacturer, but not anymore.
Just roasting Apple here, along with our EA.
Yeah, no, I mean they're losing their customer base. It's
Yep.
like it's been that way for about a year now.
Mhm.
Yeah, because it was like last fall, I think. It was like last fall or something. Apple reported its first
Not gain.
first not gain in 13 years.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Yeah, which wouldn't normally be necessarily like the doomsday of Apple or of
Yep.
any company for that matter, except that then
It's never happened.
they just over broke even the next quarter, and
Sure.
then iPhone 8 sales pre-orders did not meet expectations, and then iPhone X pre-orders did not meet expectations, and now it's actually going downhill for Apple.
Well, it's like they're releasing too many things at one time. Because like, you either had the people that knew they weren't going to be able to afford the iPhone 10 or X or whatever, so they bought the 8, and then you had the people that held out. So then you split your market. So like they just kind of shot themselves in the foot, and they're too close together.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like people are still satisfied with the 7. So like, why do they need an 8? I mean, I don't think the 8 really offers anything besides maybe like a spec value.
Well, a spec value over the 7.
Exactly.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves here and say that the 8 is all that great, because it has the same exact
no.
specs as a Samsung Galaxy S6 from 2 years ago. So,
Yeah, we've talked about that before.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like, I mean, to an Apple person, they're stuck in their ecosystem, so they don't know. So then they're just like, oh, this one seems a little bit better than the last one. Oh, this one seems a little bit better than the last one.
Yeah.
And then the X is just like a more incremental betterness.
Yeah, but when you're stuck in that ecosystem and you don't experience anything outside of it, you don't realize how good or how bad the product that you have actually is.
It's like all these like kids and stuff with their iPhones and stuff. They're like, oh, iPhone's so awesome and stuff. It's like, oh, how do you know? Oh, because everybody else has one. Well, there's been a lot of other times where people have everything,
it's like the same thing with politics. Like it's just like, if I just sit here in my bubble, everybody else sucks, and all of my ideas are great. And I'm like,
well, you have enough people to defend your position, with like the iPhone thing or whatever, just using that as an example,
Yeah.
because it's safe. Because oh, everybody uses iPhone and Android people are the minority. Well,
Hmm.
actually, we're not, and so you like they don't know, and it's just not a good argument.
Yeah. But
And then I think that also transitions to politics, but we won't go there.
yeah, I mean that's all I was gonna say about that. So.
Yeah,
Um. Yeah. So EA though is just. I think they got what they wanted. I
sure.
honestly
Yeah.
think EA got what they wanted out of all of this.
Hmm.
It's just a long-term strategy.
They're like, hey, remember that day we got downvoted the most in history in
I
Reddit?
don't know if they expected it to be this
That dramatic.
situation, but I don't think they expected it to be this big.
Yeah,
Um, but who knows? I mean, maybe they'll be able to twist that to work in their favor.
sure.
I don't know.
Yeah. If they do make money, they should put it back into their games and try to make them not suck.
Hey, but that would make sense from a business standpoint.
Whoa, sorry, don't want to do that.
What?
Whoa,
What,
radical.
what do you mean take my profit and put it back in my product to make more of a profit because my product is now better?
Yeah.
Why would instead I can just take the money, I can go on a third vacation this week. Like
We can give everybody raises.
we can give all of my 3 friends in the VIP CEO office raises
Oh,
and the
ooh.
secretary a free bottle of whiskey. Like, like
That was oddly specific, Chris.
I it's not. I'm really just making stuff up. But like that's
Oh,
just
no.
it's just how it
Yeah.
feels though.
Yeah, no,
There's
I know what you're saying.
they're just wanting more money. I don't know what they're gonna do with this money. Like I don't like I
They're not
honestly
gonna make their games better.
yeah I don't see them putting it back into their games. What I see them doing is buying up brand new studio or not brand new studios, but buying up studios for themselves. They
Oh,
just did it with Respawn Entertainment, the people who made Titanfall and Titanfall 2, which are fantastic games. Those are
so they're just
awesome, wonderful games. I love
sure.
Titanfall 2. I mean, that was the first game that I actually other than Destiny, um, because I actually had to do something on Destiny that day, so I had to do that one first. But other than that, Titanfall would have been the first game that I downloaded and installed on my 1X when I got it that
Sure.
day was Titanfall 2.
Yeah.
I put the disc in, downloaded, installed the thing, and that's actually what I use to test to make sure that 4K on my 1X between my TV and my 1X was 4K and HDR was working properly. Like that's what I
Yep.
used. And I was like, oh, I'm just gonna play one level of the campaign on easy. I ended up playing like 3, and then realized it was almost midnight and I had to be to work at 6 o'clock in the morning. I was like, I'm gonna go to bed. Like it's a fantastic game. Respawn Entertainment is a really good studio.
Yeah.
EA just bought them like 3 or 4 days ago.
So yeah, they're just trying to absorb more companies because it's easier to take somebody that's already got something working and just like bring them in. But it's funny, I've
Yeah.
seen other companies do this, and not related to like games or anything like that in any way,
Hmm.
but like just like companies buying other companies and it actually out shooting themselves in the foot because people get angry at them rebranding because they know it's a rebrand and they get frustrated by it and then it ends up not ever going past the level it was, so it just stays at that like stagnant position.
Yeah. Well, I mean, this isn't exactly the same scenario though,
Yes.
because they're just the publisher.
Hmm.
They're just the distributor of whatever it is that the studio makes. Except usually in these contracts that EA signs when they buy out these companies is they get too much control of the development process. Since they
Mm.
are the publisher, they get rights to profit margins and all that kind of stuff. So they're like, well, we need to ensure that we get enough money and enough. This is profitable for us and not just for you, because the studio gets a huge amount of money
Yeah.
when they get bought out. Because basically, like, it's not like they're getting bought out and shut down. Like they're getting they take what they currently have and they throw a couple $100 million on top of that.
Sure.
And the only string attached to that is that some dude in an office somewhere can sometimes tell us what we can and can't do. Like that's about it.
Yeah.
Up until they, 4 or 5 years later, when they've been strangled so much by EA that their studio ends up getting shut down because the last game they made was a flop. BioWare. So, like,
Well,
um, oh, and then what was the other one? 2 weeks ago, the one that was working on the single player Star Wars campaign game. Um, I can't remember, but that was owned by EA. That got shut down like last week or 2 weeks ago.
oh, I didn't hear anything about that.
Yeah, like they were making this single player Star Wars game. And the main, like, I believe the director and main story writer was, I can't remember her name, but
Okay.
she did the story writing and directing for Uncharted, I believe,
Okay.
one of the PlayStation exclusive games. But like the Uncharted series, there's like 4 or 5 games.
Hmm.
They're hugely popular. She did all the story writing and directing for that. And now she was
Sure.
working on the Star Wars game, and she actually knows how to write a single player campaign and how to
Yeah.
develop characters, give them personality. And they've been working on this project for like 2 years or something like that.
Okay.
And then EA shut them down because EA came in and they're like, "Hey, we
Bottom.
want you to basically redo the entire game so it's a multiplayer game that we can put microtransactions in."
Mm. Yeah.
It's essentially like that's a long story short,
I
and
mean, like,
it didn't work.
sometimes it's nice to have the simple games, but
And it didn't work. The studio fought back. Like they were just like, no, we can't do that. We're too far into development for this game. Blah blah blah, and it just went downhill from there for months. They just got stagnant. Nothing was happening. Were making no progress on the game because they kept getting stonewalled by EA. And finally, EA is just like, oh well, you're no longer making us money anymore, so we're just gonna shut you down. And that's what they did.
sure.
So
Nice.
they bought out the studio, gave them a bunch of money, and then
That
told
was
them that
it.
they couldn't make the game that they were working on, and
Yeah.
then shut them down. I mean, it's just like EA buys out these companies and a lot of them seem to be companies that make series,
Sure.
a game series. Mass Effect, for example.
Hmm.
Now you have Battlefront, although I'm pretty sure that's always been under EA because Dice
Okay.
is a developer that is owned by EA. Um, but yeah, anyways, we'll just stick with Mass Effect. They bought out BioWare.
Well, it seems like they're buying out their competition almost a
Well,
little
no,
bit.
but it's not competition. They're a publisher. They're not a developer.
Mm.
They're two separate businesses.
Okay. Or
Like
parts, yeah.
EA doesn't make games. They just
Sure.
publish
Publish game.
and push out the games. They distribute them.
Okay.
It's the studios that make the games. So yeah, it's a mess. And
Yeah.
EA got exactly what they wanted. I just don't think they thought it would be on this scale, but they got exactly what they wanted.
Yeah.
And I don't think it bodes well for the future of the gaming industry, at least on the consumer end.
Yeah. Yep. Yep. Yeah, it's making it a little weird. That's where you'll probably get these little startup ones that hopefully can support themselves and decide not to sell out,
Yeah.
which would be awesome.
Yep.
Hey, when Kyle shows up, because he said in the text he was just eating supper.
Yeah.
We should say, "Oh, Michael's here, gotta go," and just leave the Discord.
And then just leave.
Yeah. Unless he's just trolling us in the Discord right now. No, we're good.
No. If he was watching, I do have access to my viewer list though,
Oh, okay.
so
I figured.
I could see if he was in the viewer list.
Okay.
But
Gotta go.
see ya. Bye.
Bye.
Alright, so I think I'm just gonna go up to medium altitude here.
Just gonna send it.
I think I'm just gonna go straight. It looks like I'm on approximately the correct heading, so. Basically, my goal is to stay up above the clouds until I reach my destination.
Sure.
It'll prevent me from taking flak fire. The only issue that I'll have to worry about is the fighter planes that show up, which I can normally deal with. Oh, speaking of which, you need to go reload, and you should go reload. Yeah, so I think I mentioned this before, but I don't think you were in the stream when I did, but
Okay.
this guy doesn't matter because he has an automatic belt-fed weapon, but
Yep, we've talked about that before.
these guys, the non-belt-fed weapons, do not come fully loaded when you start the mission.
Yep.
Like, just think.
But isn't the one in the back right now auto reload?
Yes.
Okay. You said, well, belt fed doesn't mean auto reload.
Like, it's belt-fed straight from the ammo reserves.
Yeah, but like a belt fed machine gun still runs out. Like,
I mean, I know what a belt-fed machine gun is.
no, you don't. You would never understand. Why would you understand?
I would never. I just don't, you don't get it.
You don't understand it. It's hard. But yeah. You say belt fed, like, yeah, so belt fed can be reloaded. And what did I tell you? It's hard listening when I can't, I can just hear you, like I can't hear the action now.
Yeah.
It's just like, looks like something's happening. Can't hear it.
I'm doing stuff. I'm trying to not die.
Good job.
Here, you go reload, mister. Yeah, there we go.
Trouble comes in 3.
Alright, so those 3 over there seem to be ignoring me, which does not bode well for later on.
Seems like since the last mission, like your crew and stuff have like leveled up to a point where you don't get shot as much. Like you weren't like completely Swiss cheese. I mean, you did crash, but like it took you a long time.
Yeah.
So like, good job.
Thanks, man. Alright, so I see the target. I believe that's the target over there. Alright, Mr. Pilot, let's go. Let's go down. I think I'm close to the area. Alright, Mr. Navigator, here we go. Alright, so we're mostly safe so far. I've only taken minor damage to my plane. And it looks like my pilot is the only one who's taken any damage. Oh, never mind, McLean has as well.
There, I'm done with my books for tonight.
Hey, there you go.
Woo! And my Chromebook just before the stream got an update where now I can run Android apps natively.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Alright, Ross, how about you not die and you go over there? Alright, I'm just gonna head back. I'm not
Okay.
gonna try to take this photo opportunity.
Oh, I was gonna tell you, I was playing Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 today,
Uh-huh.
and I beat the campaign again.
Oh, there you go.
But I had it so it was not, was it VSync? Or, so like, it's not frame rate capping, it's just going as hard as it can.
Yeah.
My monitor's only 60 hertz. But, so it was running at like 400 FPS. And
Oh, wow.
I opened up like a statistics thing, and like my GPU load was like 70%, which is like the highest I've ever got. And the heat was starting to rise, and it was getting a little warm and stuff. And I'm like, oh, I probably don't need it that high. I mean, like everything's already buttery. So then I put that on and tried it again, and it ran at 60 like perfectly, and the load was way down. The temperatures went down, the fans came off. Like, yeah.
Nice.
I'm like, why is this thing getting so hot? This is an old game. It's making me worried for a minute. Oh, you got a comment.
Hey, Moonwolf, how's it going? Shoot down your bomber for the motherland. Alright, Ross. Auto tag. Oh no, my engine got blown off. That's not cool. Boost recharged. Alright, how much fuel we got? Yeah, we can boost again. Stop trying to encourage them to shoot down my plane, Moonwolf. This is only my third attempt at this mission.
Hello, so this is a multiplayer game? He's actually controlling them?
Wow. Well, that's rude.
Boot him.
Alright. Auto tag is almost recharged. Enemy fighters spotted on radar. Oh. There they are. Have you know that this was, if this was truly multiplayer, you would have been taken down ages ago? All right, man. Try me. I'm a veteran of this game.
That just means you're old.
Boost recharged. All right, let's go. Let's get out of here. Oh no, my electrics are down. You need to reload. You need to reload.
By the way, Chris, when we having enough pizza?
Oh.
I'm assuming you get to do it in like one of the meeting rooms or something?
I can do it in any room I choose, I believe.
Setup room.
Alright, let's go down to low altitude.
I think you'll have 9 friends coming out of the woodwork when you hear that's happening.
Oh, I can't auto tag? Oh, my radar's down. Oh, that would explain why I can't see anything. Alright. Looks like we're getting close to the coast, which is good. Just need these guys to not take any more damage. Oops, that was the wrong one. Boost, let's get out of here. Alright, that looks good. Alright, lean plus. Go fix the electrics. You reload your weapons. You reload your weapons. Not that it really matters, but... Alright. Oh, I've only got one engine left. That's interesting. RTS is your forte and used to play a ton of old World War II flying sims? Oh, okay. We almost have him. We'll get you next time. Yeah, I'm tough. I'm tough. Yeah, like, I got this game, it's definitely fun. Like, I got it, and I was like, oh, this looks like it'll be a fun game, you know, nice and a little quirky, a little different, kind of cutesy, you know, whatever. And then I actually started playing it, and it's just like, it's a lot harder than it looks.
It's intense.
Oh, fuel remaining 1 minute. Good thing I just hit lean. That would have been really bad. Definitely looks fun. Mechanics look brutal. Yeah, and there's a lot of RNG in it, and not just, you know, on like whether or not the enemies actually hit you or whether you hit the enemies, but like stuff in your ship can, or in your plane, can break down like without the enemies even doing anything. So like you can be in the middle of a bombing run and your electrical panel short circuits and you lose all control over radar and navigation. So then you have to send your engineer to go over and fix that, and hopefully your bomber is able to do what he needs to do in order to hit the target so you don't have to make another pass, and it's rough. World War II bombers were notoriously buggy. Oh, what? Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Fuel remaining 0 minutes. Okay. Don't do this to me. Don't do this to me. Raise gear. I'm gonna try to, we gotta... I can't crash. I don't want to do an emergency landing though, because you get a bonus for safely returning to base, which I'm going to do. I was gonna lower my landing gear like as I got closer to the runway. I didn't realize that there was like a hard cutoff built into the game. I've never experienced that. Turn around already, dude. Jeez. You don't need to fly that far back. And there goes my all my power. You know, that was it too. That was the win for that mission. That was the win for that mission. Gotta be kidding me. Alright. Attempt number 4. Why is there... a hard cap built into the game like that, or a hard stop? Like, why doesn't it just let you crash? Like, if you forget to put your own landing gear down, like, why is that the game's problem? Like,
It does seem like a weird option.
hey, we're gonna make everything else in your plane break, but when you go into land, if your landing gear is not down, we'll like let you know and we'll purposefully turn your plane around without giving you an option. Like, oh, gee, thanks.
But you think like Moonwolf said, like it would just like crash land onto the runway and you'd like lose points for not landing safely. Like just to get you down.
Well,
but, like, to turn around.
I mean, normally when you land, like you can take additional damage when you land.
Sure.
Like if you only have one wheel, like some of your guys can actually die if they take too much damage when you land on the runway with only one wheel.
Sure.
In all your years of flying sims, the last thing you forget is landing gear.
It's
Yeah,
true.
man.
Yeah.
It's just... That was dumb. That was dumb. I think this heading is a little bit too much towards the south. I think my heading needs to be a little bit more easterly. Hey, perfect. I'll take that. There we go. Enemy fighter spotted on radar. Alright, so if we stay at this altitude for now, we might... Oh yeah, I forgot. I need to have these guys reload. Yeah, it also doesn't drop you into the mission with your weapons reloaded. Why? I don't know. It's actually kind of funny. They're sending a major bomber to take down a dam. That was usually something small bombers did. Protecting fighters, yeah. I do think it's cool though that they actually put in, you know, the bouncing bomb in the game. Like that's not a very well-known thing. You know, this bomb that they had that you had to bounce off the water. You don't need a navigation update, you're fine. I know where I'm going. Dams weren't truly highlighted during the war, however they were a very big strategic point during the war. Yeah. So, yeah, I remember, I can't remember if it was the Science Channel or the Military Channel, but they showed, they had like a little 60-minute documentary thing about the process of inventing these bombs and what they did to test them and everything. It was kind of cool. So when I saw it in this game, though, I was like, oh, I actually know what that is. Like, also, there's the river. It's the river right there. Nice. Looks like I'm right on target. That's awesome. Pretty well there. Like you can see it, it's right here. I'm heading almost straight towards it. I'm only off by maybe 10 degrees or so. Enemy fighter spotted on radar. Okay. Definitely cool spheres. Played Wings over Normandy a ton. Whole mission dedicated to taking out a dam. Okay. Alright, we'll drop down now. Should be out of the danger zone here pretty quickly. Come on, finish him off. There's the target. Perfect. Oh man, I like... Oh, that's so good. Alright, you go ahead and reload there, buddy. Alright, you're gonna get ammo and go reload this. I think the game would benefit from multiple bombers, full squadron mode of sort. Maybe we lose the crew for a squadron. I don't know. I mean, it's literally called bomber crew, so. And wait for him to line up, and then drop it. All right. Go to medium altitude. Guy at? There he is. Oh shoot, how do I go back? Emergency dive. Spot on radar. We're at. There they are. Hey, I drew a cat once. How's it going? Like how we just have like individual planes showing up, like, but not. Okay, what's my heading? Okay, we're gonna use this heading. We're gonna go medium altitude. We're gonna use boost. We're gonna use auto tag. User need to go reload. You use defensive. You use focus. Put that engine fire out. Is out of ammo. Hey, BB. Did I use boost already? I think I did. Oh, I boost recharge. Okay. What is my heading, really? Okay. auto tag recharged. Holy cow. Oh, Ross went down. Alright, Boyle. No, 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 no. You get in your chair. Boost us out of here. Well, there goes one engine. You go ahead and use defensive. Oh no, my engine's on fire and I don't have any more extinguishers. Oh yeah, I do. Alright, Ross. Gosh. What the? Hydraulic system has failed. Gosh dang it. No, you need to fix the hydraulics first there, buddy. We're just gonna continue to take damage until you fix that. What the? No, Boyle. Get him up. Oh my gosh. This is not going well. Graham went down again. Defensive. Oxygen system stopped working. Wonderful. Alright, I think we'll be okay. Alright, Mr. Bomber, you can go over here. Go back here. Okay, I think we might actually make this one. How much fuel we got left? 4 minutes. All right. Ross is healing up. I wish there was like a return to stations button. Ooh, this is gonna be close. This is gonna be a close one. Yeah, I wish there was a return to stations button so you could just like click the button, everybody would go back to the area that you wanted them on.
That would be too easy.
Hey man, FTL has it.
FTL?
Yeah, faster than light.
Okay. I mean, it makes a lot of sense to save a couple steps.
Alright, we're gonna put the landing gear down this time.
Hey, good idea.
McLean, you can go sit down. Wow, that was a really loud squelch.
On my mic?
Yeah. Alright guys, we're gonna make it. It's gonna be a rough landing because they only got 2 wheels, but gonna be okay. Perfect. Ross went down. But we made it. We didn't get the additional intelligence, but that's okay. I'm okay with that. We got 6,240 pounds though, so rip Ross. No, he lived. Ross lives. As long as you make it back before the timer on their bleed out expires, then they live.
Yeah.
So, and since I was already on the runway, there was absolutely no way that that was not gonna happen. Hey, look, my navigator still isn't level 7. Oh man, I hate this game. Still Rip Ross.
Hey, this is better than Life is Strange.
No, this is worse. This is
Ross
real. This
Ross
is real.
An animated little guy that you know he's coming back. Not so with everybody else in that game.
Yeah, Life is Strange was very upsetting.
That was mood swings galore.
Very upsetting. And me sad. Alright, livery. What do we got? Oh, we got a custom 5. Oh, that's cool. Oh, look. Custom 5. That's cool.
But on another note, I was dropped into a Rocket League game.
Uh-huh.
And there's like literally 10 seconds left. And I touched the ball, got an assist, and we won. And everybody else on the other team quit, and then we won against AIs. So, I'll take that as a win.
There you go. Holy cow. 5,700. For Armored Engine Mark... Oh, Armored Engine Mark 4. That's why. 3,200 for Armored Engine Mark 3. Alright, what about gun turrets? Still nothing really that great. We got 303 by 2 Mark 3s on the top. I'm just waiting for this 50 cal by 2 Mark 1 plus ammo feed down here, man. But I am actually thinking that the 303 by 2 Mark 3 plus ammo feed might be better. Like, its damage per second is going to be lower than the 502 Mark 1, but its ammo belt is twice the size. So its ammo belt is twice the size, but it does more than half the damage. Alright, what else we got though? Survival. Oh, we can get a different homing pigeon. Oh, look at the homing pigeon has a helmet. Oh, he's so cute. Look at him. We're not gonna get him, but look at him.
I need to see this. Where's he at?
How about you look at the stream?
Well, it's delayed.
I know. Wait, it was a joke, Sushi. Jeez.
But he is pretty cute in that little hat. Then you'd have to change it back to the pink pigeon, not the pink pig.
Yeah. Oh, I can't unlock oxygen, or can't purchase oxygen tank Mark II.
Were you saying something about earlier in the stream about that the pigeon actually does something?
The pigeon grants each person, if you have to do an emergency landing somewhere, if you have the, if you have to do an emergency landing on land, if you have the homing pigeon, it grants you an extra percentage chance of your crew surviving.
1% chance?
I don't know exactly how much it gives you.
Okay.
Whatever these values here mean.
Sure.
15 on land and 10 on water. And then the dinghy gives you 5 on land but 25 on water.
He's like a little luck charm.
So if you ditch in the sea, a dinghy will greatly increase your crew's chance of survival.
I wonder what the third one looks like.
I don't know. I can't select them until you actually unlock them, so... So... my biggest issue that time, not only was it my engines, but I'm just not outputting enough damage, man. Like, but there's not a whole lot I can do. Like, I already have the tail turret has an ammo feed on it.
Yep.
Which is probably the best thing to have, because that guy has to walk extremely far if he has to reload. So giving that guy an ammo feed is probably the best idea. The mid-upper turret already has the best damage output. Bombers weren't known for taking out enemies. It's more of a deterrent. I know, but like, it's really nice when, you know, I can like get the fighters to go away, you know, shoo shoo. And if that shoo shoo includes an explosion and them crashing into the ground, you know, that's even so much better. But
Moonwolf is making way too much sense.
they're not flies. Why not? Why can't they sound
Shoo-shoo.
like it? They sound like it. Isn't there like a fly swatter attachment for World War II bombers? Like, I'm thinking my best option would be to upgrade one of my engines.
That way you can run away really quick.
Yeah. Dang it, man. I'm gonna be $155 short of being able to upgrade both of my standard engine Mark IIs.
So close.
So close and yet so far. If I hadn't bought this stupid homing pigeon at the beginning of the game...
Hey, that wasn't a stupid purchase. That was necessary.
I have never used the homing pigeon.
You've used them for like companionship and stuff.
No, doesn't give me any crew bonuses. Would you believe me if I told you I was Spock? No.
Yeah, same.
Wow, legit purchase. 8 out of 8. Perfect. Oh man, Kyle's still not here. How long does it take to eat supper?
Well, he's like slow like a grandma, so.
Jeez Louise. I'll need to upgrade it. No, I don't need to upgrade a stupid homing pigeon.
Yeah, if you can't buy a new engine, upgrade your pigeon.
Scumbag's a scrub. Yeah, I know he is. Yeah, I spent like £1,000 on this pigeon too. Like,
You could have afforded a lot of other things. That might have been a dumb first purchase. Not gonna lie.
he's probably doing something else. He was whining about one of your friends. Well, Sushi texted him earlier, and he's like, "Oh yeah, I'll be right there. Got to finish eating." We're like, "Okay, no rush." That was like a half hour ago or something.
I think it was about 40 minutes or so ago.
Yeah, let's take a look at the timestamp on that. 8:39. Oh, that's been over an hour. Okay.
We were being generous there when we were saying like 30
I was
minutes.
giving him the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah.
Benefit of the doubt.
We just want you here, Kyle, if you're out there somewhere.
Kyle, I just miss you because you're not at work anymore. He's been done with eating for a while. Yeah, I figured.
Yeah, he's a scumbag like that.
Yeah. It's in the name. In the name. Alright. Well, I don't think there's any much more I can do with the gun turrets for now. I think it's best to keep them the way they are. If I were to upgrade a gun, I think it would have to be the nose turret, but honestly, there's not a whole lot of fighter planes that fly in front of a bomber. So, plus this guy's usually in the bomber's bay, you know, aiming where to drop bombs and stuff. Alright, well I guess we'll upgrade an engine then. I think we'll go straight to the engine Mark IV, Armored Engine Mark IV. Dang, dude. Look at that damage modifier. Plus 1,750. Holy cow. Alright, well maybe this stupid engine will stop starting on fire. Engine number 1, my port outer, is the first one to start on fire. Every single time. Drives me nuts. It's always the Both port engines. Alright, so there goes my entire life savings.
Life
And,
savings, yeah.
and unfortunately, I am, like I said, I'm 155 pounds short of getting the Armored Engine Mark III for that one, which sucks. Why can't I sell stuff? Like, why can't I go back and sell my crew gear? It's okay, bombers didn't have a very long life expectancy. Yeah, well, this is a game, Moonwolf, and it's gonna live forever.
Yeah, Moonwolf's is taking this a little, like, serious.
This is not one of your flying sims, man.
This isn't IRL.
This is an IRL. Yeah, we can't lose anybody. These lives are precious.
Yeah.
Sort of. I'm here to suck out the fun. Well, you're doing a good job of it. Yeah, you can't sell them. Can't sell
Maybe you
him.
could sell off your crewmates and sell them for robots.
Yeah, robots don't need oxygen. They could
Yeah.
get rid of all the stupid oxygen tanks. Although if the electric panel goes out again, then I just die right away. No crew loss, no crashes, all objectives, main and secondary. Well, I've already missed out on some of the secondary, but including one on that last mission, but it's ridiculously hard to get all of them. I've gotten most of them, though. Done pretty well. Alright, well, I think that's going to have to be it for upgrades for now. I think going from a standard Mark II engine to an armored Mark IV engine, though, is a pretty good upgrade, even if it's only one. I just wish that... Man, it's gonna... I still need 3,378 more intelligence points before I unlock the 303x2 Mark III plus ammo feed. Although this 303x4 Mark III looks really interesting, and I kind of want it. What's better than 2 guns? 3 or 4 guns. That's what's better. Moonwolf expert mode. I didn't see that one earlier. Expert mode.
No, it's better than 4 guns. It's a nuclear bomb.
Everything else on here, though, like my entire fuselage is upgraded for the highest amount of armor so far that I've unlocked. So I mean, there's not much more I can do on that. I don't unlock the next armor upgrade until 18,500. So I've got a ways to go. I've got 8k intelligence points before I unlock that. I mean, really all it is just, you know, every now and then upgrading some of my systems. I could upgrade the electrical panel so it can take more damage. That actually wouldn't be a bad investment.
They just put more durable case on it?
Yeah, so the electrical panel can take more damage. It'll break by itself less often. Its repair speed goes up by 10%, and it also provides more power. Now, what exactly a higher voltage means?
Yeah.
I don't know. This game's menu isn't that great.
So, like, more voltage, you can, like, make your pot of coffee a little bit faster on the plane?
Oh, yeah, because we definitely have coffee on the plane.
Yeah, I mean,
We're British, Sushi. We have freaking tea.
Whoa, how do you know you're British?
What do you mean, how do I know we're British?
Yeah, that's what I said.
We're in Britain. It's a British bomber.
How do I know that?
I don't know. Do you pay attention to the game at all? Jeez,
Nope.
come on, man.
I'm playing Rocket League right now.
You've been watching for this for 2 weeks.
I've been playing Rocket League for 2 weeks.
Here we go. Your electrical system provides electricity to the radar and radio operator station.
I'm about to make a goal. Goal!
Moonwolf watching. Moonwolf was calling you out, Sushi.
He's
calling
calling you out too all night.
No, he's not calling me out. He's calling the game devs out for their crappy flight sim.
That is totally not British.
Um,
And how dare you stereotype British people to only like tea?
he's just.
Rude.
He says, "I'm just calling out the facts."
Yeah, it's
Oh,
fine.
dude, that's a sick perk for my radio operator. When do I get that? Your radio operator can get a perk that can call a group of Spitfire fighters to come support you for a short amount of time.
Oh, well, that'd be awesome.
That would be amazing. Engines and engine fires. I'm well versed in that. Next. All right.
Daily.
Daily. Yeah, I'm thinking I might spend my 2,000 on this electrical system over here. Those Spitfires don't look like the actual plane. I'm out. Would it be better to get the electrical system now or wait? I think I might just get it now. One of the most iconic planes from the war. You can't botch something like that. Yeah, well, we'll see. Unfortunately, my navigator sucks. So even if my radio operator had that perk, the Spitfires probably couldn't find my plane. Because my navigator will not upgrade to level 7. It's driving me nuts.
And if you're looking for like realism, I don't think this is the game for necessarily for that.
Dude, people level up in real life, okay?
No, I'm talking about him saying about the Spitfire planes.
Oh.
Like,
no, I mean
this
he's
isn't a
right.
flight
He's right
sim.
though. Like even if it's not a flight sim, but they should still be able to you know, at least model a Spitfire correctly.
You'd hope so, but
Yeah.
I wouldn't be banking him.
Oh, here's my radio operator.
I bet you it'll look just like the ones that attack you, but a different color.
I hope not. Alright. Oh, so my radio operator actually gets 4 skills. I don't know what the other one is, though. There's 2 planes you don't mess up. The Spitfire and the P-51. Yep.
What about the F-16?
Well, if they had an F-16 in World War II, pretty sure the Allies would have won a lot more easily.
Could be.
Possibly.
Meh.
Moonwolf is fed up with your BS, Sushi.
What do you mean my BS?
He's fed up with you. You need to leave now. Now he's like, now you're outside of the game's time setting. I know, right? F-16s didn't even come out until what, like the 90s, right?
Yeah.
Is that right? F-16s developed in the 90s? 80s, okay. Man, I really want to know what this force skill is. It doesn't say. Radio operator. A skilled radio operator can radio for recon, call Spitfires, and auto tag. That's only 3 skills, but it's showing 4. So what's the last one? Questions. Oh, it's probably radio for recon plus or auto tag plus is my guess. Just like my engineer here has lean, and then she has lean plus. It's probably one of those two gets an additional upgrade. Alright, so now that I did that, I'm gonna... Wow, we actually have 4 mission options. That's a first. Alright, we're gonna save and quit to the main menu and then go back in, because the game doesn't save at normal intervals. F-16 entering United States Air Force operational service with the 34th Tactical Fighter Squadron, 388th Tactical Fighter Wing at Hill Air Force Base in Utah on October 1st, 1980. Are you Spock now? No, you're just someone who knows how to use Google.
Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing. Like he's just googling everything. Huh? I wonder how he
Congratulations,
knows everything.
Moonwolf. Now he's... Alright, so we've got the location of the enemy's ammo storage in Bruges. Bruges? I don't know how to say that. I'm a plain fanatic. I did pull 80s off of my head. The quote is Google, though. Yeah, I figured. Yeah, I knew it was either 80s or 90s. I just couldn't remember
wouldn't
which
like
one.
Top Gun be kind of like that era?
Yes. Alright, so if I do this one, I get enemy damage down for the next 2 missions. Had to make sure you weren't an idiot. Hey, that's never a bad thing to ensure. Time to weaken enemies' fighter patrols. We're targeting an airfield in northern France. Enemy armor down for the next 2 missions, and an enemy ace in the area. Is there an enemy ace in the area for all of these? Yes, there are. Enemy damage down. Enemy armor down. Enemy damage down. Okay. Ammo dump at Frankfurt. So we'd have to go all the way to Germany. The other option is enemy armor down for the next 2 missions. This wouldn't be a bad one, 3,600, 2,400. Alright, so this one's offering us another 6,000 pounds upon successful completion of... Oh, so okay, so Moonwolf, I guess I have completed every main and side mission. So the completion reward is the main objective, and the safe return bonus is the secondary objective. So, like, you can complete the mission and then crash your plane, and it'll still count as a success. But you get a bonus if you safely return your plane and your crew. So I guess I have beaten both of those. There's a couple other, like... So that's the main objective and the secondary objective. That there's a couple, like, side quest intel things. Like, you can take pictures from your bomber of enemy installations for extra points, but... it's not required. I think I might do this one. Beauvais. How do you pronounce that? Beauvais Till? Top Gun was late 80s, early 90s. Tomcat F-14 was produced at the same time as the Falcon, but the Tomcat was used more at sea due to its carrier capabilities. Oh, okay. Falcon lacked the strength to land on carriers. Interesting.
I remember I had a game, and it was more of a simulator game, and the plane I used the most was the Tomcat.
Okay. Top Gun was created due to the complacency in higher tech, meaning missiles. Cool. You learn something every day.
Do you?
Yeah, when you're talking to Moonwolf, because he's freaking Spock.
No, Spock was a fictional character.
So, alright. What time is it? 9:57. Alright, I can try this mission once. It's a short duration, high risk, but it has an enemy ace in the area.
By the way, Kyle's now playing Rocket League.
Oh, wonderful.
And he's like, oh yeah, I'll be there in a little bit. Oh, I just won't show up. Cool, Kyle.
Good job, Kyle. Thanks for that. Yeah, Tomcats are pretty cool. I love watching them at air shows until they unveiled the Raptor. Moonwolf says lol. Yeah, so he's such a scumbag. Yeah. So
typical Kyle.
So here's my guess. Like, if I were to ask him tomorrow, you know, hey man, why weren't you at the stream? He's gonna say something along the lines of, oh, I got in an argument with my friend and it just took for a really long time and blah blah blah, and then not mention the fact that he jumped on Rocket League at 10 o'clock, probably to go play with somebody else.
Yeah. An argument with some, like, a friend or something being probably Sarah.
So, yeah, I mean, obviously, I don't care if you play. You can do whatever the heck you want. Uh, if you're playing a game or whatever, but like, if you say you're gonna show up, then like, I'm expecting you
I
to
mean,
show up so we can
yeah,
chat.
yeah.
Somebody just texted me. They said, "Why is everyone so mad at EA right now?"
Somebody texted you?
Yeah.
What? Uh,
a friend
Tell
of
them
mine,
to
a friend of mine, she just texted me, and she's like, "Why is everybody so mad at EA right now?"
tell her to tune in.
Yeah, I'm like, "Oh, you missed our 20-minute conversation that we had about an
Yeah.
hour ago about EA and how they're screwing over their customer base."
Just tell her to watch the YouTube tomorrow.
Someone's a bit late to the show. Yeah, yeah. Have you been paying attention to the gaming news today at all, Moonwolf? An EA community contributor has the claim to fame of having the most downvoted Reddit post in history. Star Wars Battlefront flops. There's still NFL, NBA, and FIFA to keep EA afloat. Yeah, I know it all. You are the mainframe. Oh, but here's the thing. Did you know that EA has announced that they're no longer going to release an NFL and a FIFA game every single year? They're not going to do that anymore. They're changing it to every other year slash changing it to a game as a service. So like you buy the game once and then you can like they'll have like updates throughout the year or a couple years, and then they'll release a new one. Doesn't matter, they still sell the same amount of copies, if not more. Uh, Maybe we'll see. It depends on if they actually make improvements to the game instead of just doing the same thing over and over again. Wait, hold on. Okay, I'm holding on. Does that mean they have to pay for the updates? It doesn't sound like it. It sounds
Probably try to
like
do a little Rocket
it
League
sounds
thing.
like it'll be like more like free DLC kind of stuff. I don't know. Maybe they'll introduce stupid map packs into FIFA. I can see EA doing something like that. Oh, you want these like 5 other stadiums somewhere in the world? Here, buy this map pack. That doesn't sound like EA. That's what Moonwolf says.
No, it's gonna be like stupid as uniforms or something like that.
Yeah, it sounds like they charge for updates. Sounds like macOS. No,
Whoa.
I'm calling it right
He was late
now.
to the match.
This is recorded. It's on Twitch, and it will get uploaded to YouTube for permanent storage. I'm calling it right now. EA is gonna start charging for map packs for FIFA. that's my prediction.
It's funny he roasts Mac too when we were already roasting iPhone before.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's easy when Apple's stupid, so.
Ooh.
Ooh. Ooh.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Ugh.
All right, we're gonna try this mission now. we're gonna go do this.
I'm just on a roast spree.
Everything but Linux Unix gets roasted.
Okay, let's hear your Microsoft one. Windows.
You two go reload because, the game doesn't give you full ammo when you start a mission. It's stupid. Love how that bomber just lifts straight up off the ground. Realism. Actually, it was just a really bad angle, but it actually does like kind of take off. Now, if you were to do something, like, oh, I don't know, maybe change your altitude setting, he does this. He just rocks back and forth constantly. It's just weird. It's a bad angle. I mean, it was like, the camera was like this. You course plotted. Yay! Alright, where are we at? Oh, we're not even close. Why are you having us head this direction? You suck, Mr. Navigator. My navigator, like, sends me over there in a zigzag pattern and just wastes all my fuel. Should fly in MSX with scumbag. Oh, man. I don't know if I'd want to try that. Oh, sweet. You're putting me straight through a freaking flak field. You jerk. What is that thing? Oh. Oh, we've been spotted on enemy radar. That's what that is. Shoot! Alright, we're gonna use auto tag here to get that guy. Oops! I didn't mean to make him reload. I meant to do this. You, sir, can use defensive. You can get down here. Open the doors. Select your bomb. Please stop shooting me. It hurts so bad. Alright. Alright, let's get out of here. We're gonna auto tag all these guys. We're gonna use focus. You, sir, can close the bomb bay doors. Get up here. You can use focus. You can use defensive. You need to reload. What's my heading? Okay, looks good. Oh, there goes my electrics. Oh shoot. Low emergency dive. Got one of these stupid planes over here shooting at me. Yeah, I used auto tag. Oh, it's because my electrics went out, so then I lost all that. Oh gosh, Woodbridge is down. Oh, and both my gunners are down. Oh, my engine's not firing. Oh, that's not a good idea. Oh, I'm taking serious damage. This is not good. All my engines are on fire. Get out of here. Alright, Upchurch. Boost us. You need to reload, don't you? defensive. You can use defensive. Get them out of here. Come on, I'm over England. Go away. Holy cow, I think I might have actually done it. How much fuel we got left? Oh, we got plenty of fuel. Man. Man, I did good.
Don't forget to put your landing gear down.
Yeah, I won't forget this time.
Okay. Probably because we won't let you forget. Yeah, Moonwolf isn't saying it.
Get him, Gunner eject. Yeah, I don't know if I actually killed Gunner. I don't think I did. I was really close though. But the aces, they tend to once they're down to like 5 or 10% health, they tend to just fly away. So unless you hey, look at all the bombs I have. Oh, this bomb is really close to exploding. That's not cool. Got away with like 15% health, yeah. At least I have both sets of landing gear. Yeah, so once they like hit a certain percentage on their health, they just leave. It's really annoying. Speaking of landing gear, the bomber is barely holding itself together. Yeah, I am well aware. Still only have one engine left. It's not even the one I upgraded to the Armored Mark IV. Sounds like most World War II bombers. Alright, are we going to be able to make it without the plane? Oh! Okay, there it goes. He couldn't even land properly. And he lived. Escaped. Yep. Returned and repaired. Also got optional recon bonus. 5,000 pounds? Yeah! Got 12,285.
Now you can get that upgraded pigeon.
Shut up, sushi! I'm not getting your stupid pigeon.
It's not mine, it's yours.
Sweet! My engineer, who's also my first aid healer, can heal minor injuries without a first aid kit. Nice. And my navigator is still sucks and is still level 6. So there's that. But cool, my gunner and my engineer can now both heal minor injuries without using a first aid kit. That's pretty nifty. Pretty nifty. Crew gear, heavy flak vest Mark 1. No thanks. It's not good, it just decreases your speed too much. High armor set, yeah, look at that. His speed goes down to 26%. Jeez. I think we'll just stick with the light flak vest. I mean, I wish I could give them more defense, but it's just not worth it. They're just too slow at that point. Where's my bomber? Full preset. Advanced gunner set. Holy cow. We're not gonna buy them anything. I'm dumping like probably about 90% of my funds into the plane itself, so. Alright, what do we got for engines? Hey look, I unlocked the standard engine Mark V, which I'm not going to purchase. Alright, so I could upgrade this one to the Armored Engine Mark IV. What else we got? We got systems, can now upgrade to Electrical System Mark IV. I think we'll just skip that one. Radar Mark IV. Sweep time goes down to 4 seconds from 7, and the radar range is increased by 500. Fuel tanks, self-sealing fuel tank Mark 1. When damaged, self-sealing fuel tanks will only leak for a short duration. That would be nice. Ooh! Install for only 450? Heck yeah! Aw, shoot. I lose 50 defense points though. I think that might be worth it though. Fuselage. Alright, what did we unlock? Lightweight fuselage Mark III. No thank you. I'm gonna stick with my armored fuselage. I'm doing just fine, thank you very much. Alright, engines on the other hand though. Let's go ahead and upgrade this standard engine Mark II to an armored engine Mark IV. There you go. Hopefully you won't get shot off my plane as often anymore. How much we got? 6135? Not bad. Gun turrets. We're getting close to unlocking the 303x4 Mark III. I think next mission I'll have that. That'll be pretty sweet. I think we'll upgrade the other standard engine Mark III though to an armored engine Mark IV. Yeah. Install for 4100. Beautiful. Beautiful. Alright, so 3 out of my 4 engines are armored engine Mark IVs. This is a question I've been trying to figure out the answer to as well, but I don't know if if the greater the difference between what the amount of weight that your engines can handle and how much your aircraft actually weighs, does that increase your fuel efficiency during the mission? I don't know. And it would be nice to know the answer to that question. So, as for gun turrets though, I will be unlocking the 303x4 Mark III at the end of the next mission, which I will then upgrade to for this top turret. The mid upper turret. I have been thinking about maybe getting a ventral turret. How much would that cost? 5,000 for that, 3,000 for that, 1,750 for that. Just for those stupid planes that sit directly underneath me. They'll sit directly underneath the bomber and shoot straight up into the bomb bay. And then I have to do like an emergency dive, or I'll have to use my boost, which uses extra fuel, or I'll have to do a corkscrew, which also uses extra fuel, in order to get him out from underneath me. Otherwise he just shoots straight up into the bottom and kills my mid-turret gunner. I don't know. I'm thinking this is good for now, though. The only gun that I could put on the bottom would be a 303 by 2 Mark 1, and that really doesn't do all that much damage. It's whatever, though. Where's my radio operator? Oh, he is a gunner. Nice. Secondary has a gunner. Okay. I think I'll save my money for next time. So, alright, we're gonna quit to main menu quick, save and quit. Then we're gonna load back in. Because again, the game doesn't like to save. Alright. So let's see this one. Search and rescue, short duration, low risk. Yeah. Well, what? Is this a glitch? Like, is this line supposed to go there or what? We've located a radar site that's been guiding enemy fighters onto our bombers, put it out of action. Act quickly before it detects you and calls in more fighters. Oh yeah, sure, I'll get right on that. Warsburg radar site. Resistance weapons drop. The French resistance has requested a weapons drop. They will be awaiting you near the Maginot line, or Maginot line. Watch for their signal light and make the drop as close to it as possible. And then this one is, ooh, this one gives me a perk. Enemy damage down for the next 2 missions. A significant ammunition storage facility has come to our attention near Frankfurt. Wipe it out. Is that the only one with a perk? Yeah, that's the only one with a perk. Alright, so I'm not going to do another mission tonight. I've only got 10 minutes left of my normal streaming time. But Wednesday, we'll go ahead and do the ammo dump at Frankfurt. It gives me that enemy damage down perk for 2 missions. I currently have enemy armor down for 2 missions. So then I'll have both of those active at the same time for 1 mission. But yeah, that should be good. Not bad. Not a bad night. What, I got 2 or 3 missions done? 2 or 3 missions done? So, pretty good. Also, we've almost unlocked the guns that I want next for my mid-upper turret. Got a fairly decent chunk of change in reserve. Alright, see you later, Moonwolf. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for educating us using the Googles. Appreciate it. So, for anybody else who's watching, thanks for making it all the way to the end. If you're watching this as a past video on my Twitch channel, and you liked what you saw, I'd appreciate it if you click the follow button. Otherwise, if you're watching this on YouTube, because I upload all of my past broadcasts to YouTube as well, usually within 24 hours of the broadcast happening, go ahead and click subscribe. You can see any new videos that I upload, including some things that I don't stream, but I do upload independently from my Twitch streams. Other than that, links to both platforms are located down below. You can click on that if you want to go to the other one. Otherwise, you can also follow me on Twitter, where I post schedule updates and also anything relating to cool contests that I find on Twitter. They usually just require a retweet to enter in, so like stuff like graphics cards or gaming peripherals and all that kind of stuff. I don't know, it's whatever. But other than that, have a good night. I stream every Monday and Wednesday at 8 p.m. Central Time, so I'll be back here on Wednesday, 2 days from now. So hopefully I'll see you then. Mythic out.